Hey guys, it's Kira here, and I just wanted to record another video. So I've decided I picked a niche or a topic that I'm gonna go after. After some, researching on Amazon, find a few other ones, but I've decided to go after, which is kind of funny. It's called kids learning. So basically, different ways you can teach your kids or the way they can learn. So kids activities, and I was searching on Amazon.com and .co.uk and decided, like, what have I brought recently and what I'm gonna buy in the future, as well as I didn't want it to make it just a Christmas thing. I wanted to make it something that's evergreen. That's gonna be, I'm gonna be purchasing stuff, or people will be purchasing stuff every single year. And I thought, well, kids is an evergreen market. I had to look at all the departments, so you can look at it right here. As I mentioned in the previous video, you can look at stuff that what we call is evergreen. It's not going to die out. It's not going to be a passing trend. For example, home cinemas is something that I have a little interest in as well. So I had to look at that, especially with kitchen stuff. But being that first time dad, this is where I'm gonna have to learn stuff and as well as get stuff to help him learn. So I figured, why not go into that market and help me prepare myself. So I started to look at kids learning, and I went to Google Keyword Planner, as I mentioned to you guys earlier, and I typed that in. So I typed in kids learning, and the number of searches or different activities that came up per month was pretty interesting. And I thought to think of different ways to go about what type of learning activities are available. And I thought events, I thought different songs, after looking at some of the keywords that came back, especially the category section here. I thought to myself, well, yeah, that's pretty interesting. There's a lot of websites out available online to help kids learn. A lot of kids songs that I'm going to have to learn as well, and a lot of activities on YouTube or Pinterest that do share good information to help you teach your kids and make them learn as they grow, especially with reading, teaching them a new language, any activities, and different games and the different stages that they're going to be growing in their life. So I thought, well, yeah, that's a good thing to get into, and as well as prepare myself so that way I can teach him stuff and as well as learn at the same time. And I had a pretty good monthly search of 5,400, and the steady trend, like I said, it's an evergreen market. The things that I can go online, I purchased toys for him to learn and develop. So why not choose that particular field and go after that and start to share products that I've purchased and that I'm going to be purchasing in the future. So I had to look here at kids learning games. There's a lot of games available online that I can promote on the website or even just showcase on the website. A lot of kids learning websites. I can find at least the top 10, to create different blog posts. Kids learning songs, kids learning a different language or English, or kids learning station. And I thought, well, let me just have a look at Amazon as well and see what products are available. It doesn't matter if it's .co or .com. So I thought kids learning activities or kids activities. And if I'm going to be promoting toys, why not check to see what toys are available and what's the price range. And I had to look at that, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to go after this. So I purchased the domain name. Now the way you can check to see if a domain name is available, you can go to sites like GoDaddy.com, which is a US company. And once you type in GoDaddy.com, they're doing a special at the moment. So you could type in GoDaddy in the URL, and it will search. And you can also put in GoDaddy coupons and see what coupons are available and use the coupon code. So this is the wrong website. This is someone else's website, which I have no idea what website it is. So let me just go back. So this is GoDaddy. As you can see, make sure you type in the right keyword. And GoDaddy has a sale right now for .com for $1.99. So I thought, well, what would be a good name for my domain name that says exactly what it is. So I decided to purchase kids learning activities.com, which I'm going, like I said, I'm going to get products from Amazon, promote them. And if I go back to Google Keyword Planner, you can see I can pick different categories, different pages that I'm going to be focusing on. And as well as I sent myself a PDF or download Excel So what you can do, once you get these keywords, you can download them into an Excel format and have a look at them and see exactly how you can break down your website and what categories or what pages you can promote on your website, and different things. So you want to make this a useful site for people to come to, like the go-to site where they want to learn stuff. So depending on your topic, you want to make sure you have one site, focus on it, and start to share information that would add value to people's lives. So I thought, okay, let's do this. Purchase the domain name, kidslearningactivities.com, and I'm gonna go from there. I'm gonna show you guys the next stage, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Again, it's a quick little video just to show you guys, how to get started, how to pick a domain name. And again, you can just type in the domain name that you want. So you can type in whatever domain name that you choose, and then it will let you know the price of that domain name. I recommend if they have a deal, if you get 1 to 2 years, you can, for the same price as a 1 year, then go for that deal, which I got as well. So I got this domain name for 2 years for the price of 1 year, and it's not that bad of a deal. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. I'll speak to you in the next video, where I'm going to pick some products that I can start to promote, and then I'll build the site in later videos so you guys can see how to build a site. And that right there is worth its weight in gold, because you can learn how to build websites and charge individuals money. Alright, so speak to you guys soon. Take it easy.